Good day, grade 8. I am your teacher, Marie.
Good day, grade 8. Now, we're going to discuss a new topic. Let us enjoy watching while learning.
Relationship between the hypothesis and the conclusion of an if-then statements. In logic, conditional are formed by combining two statements, P and Q, using the word if and then. An if-then statement is composed of two clauses, the if clause and the then clause. We can denote a letter for each clauses, P for the if clause and Q for the then clause. The statement is in the form if P then Q. The P statement is called the hypothesis and the Q statement is called the conclusion. Let us have an example. Identify the hypothesis and the conclusion of each statement. Phrase, if it is raining outside, then you will need an umbrella. Hypothesis, it is raining outside. Conclusion, you will need an umbrella. Second example, if you focus on your studies, then you won't fail a subject. Hypothesis, you focus on your studies. Conclusion, you won't fail a subject. Let us have third example. If two lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. Hypothesis, two lines are parallel. Then our conclusion, their slopes are equal. If-then statement are condition statement which has two parts, the hypothesis and the conclusion. If the condition is not written in the if-then form, it is necessary to identify the hypothesis and the conclusion. Now, let us rewrite the following into if-then statement, then identify the hypothesis and the conclusion of the given statement. First example, cigarette smoking is dangerous to your health. We're going to have the if-then form. If you smoke cigarettes, then it will danger your health. Our hypothesis, you smoke cigarettes. Conclusion, it will danger your health. Second example, angles in a linear pair are supplementary. If-then form, if an angle form a linear pair, then it is supplementary. Hypothesis, angles form is a linear pair. Conclusion, it is supplementary. Third example, the measure of right angles is 90 degrees. Our if-then form, if an angle is a right angle, then its measure is 90 degrees. Hypothesis, an angle is right angle. Conclusion, its measures is 90 degrees. Now, the new conditional are called the inverse and the converse and the contrapositive. Which means inverse, it is the statement formed by negating the hypothesis and the conclusion of the original condition. Converse is a statement formed by interchanging the hypothesis and the conclusion. It may be noted that the converse of definition must be always true. If that is not the case, then the definition is not valid. Therefore, converse statement can be taken as a helping tool in determining the validity of the definition. Contrapositive is a statement formed by negating both hypothesis and the conclusion PQ and also interchanging this negation. We have the if not Q, not P. The symbol for contrapositive must be read as not Q implies not P. The contrapositive of the conditional statement always be the same true value as the original statement. Therefore, the contrapositive of the definition is always true. Now we can summarize how to convert the statement into form of P and Q. So if we have the statement, if P, then Q. So first in converse, if Q, then P. Inverse, if not P, then not Q. Contrapositive, if not Q, then not P. Now, let us have an example. If a quadrilateral is rectangle, then it has two pair of parallel sides. Again, our conditional statement is, if a quadrilateral is rectangle, then it has two pair of a parallel side. So our hypothesis is, a quadrilateral is rectangle, then our conclusion, it has two pair of parallel side. In the converse statement, we're going to interchange the P and Q. If P, then Q. In converse, we have if Q, then P. Therefore, our converse statement is, if a quadrilateral has two pair of parallel side, then it is rectangle. Our inverse statement, if not P, then not Q. So our inverse statement is, if a quadrilateral is not a rectangle, then it does not have two pair of parallel side. And last, we have the contrapositive. So in symbol, we have if not Q, then not P. So the contrapositive of the given conditional statement is, if a quadrilateral does not have two pair of parallel side, then it is not a rectangle. Second example, the conditional statement we have is, if the angles are right angle, then they are congruent. The converse statement is, if the angles are congruent, then they are right angles. Inverse statement, if the angles are not right angles, then they are not congruent. And the contrapositive is, if the angles are not congruent, then they are not right angles. Let us have try example number 3. If you want to play, then you finish your homework. Converse statement, if you can finish your homework, then you can play. Inverse statement, if you don't want to play, then you would not finish your homework. And the contrapositive is, if you can't finish your homework, then you can't play.
Thank you. Enjoy watching while learning. This is your teacher, Miss Marimar F. Figalan.